Yes, people, do not be alarmed. Do not be surprised. This is Nightmare Baller 1. I just wanted to weigh in on a couple things that have been on my mind. And this is going to be a very random video. But, yeah, let me get right into it. Okay, first thing I want to talk about is Lyoto Machida. I mean, I thought he would beat Rashad Evans, but I did not think he would destroy Rashad like he did. And if Machida's finishing motherfuckers now, he's gonna be a tough dude to beat. Like that was his only real criticism like you could ever say about him. His ground game is great. His back. His he's a very calculated striker. You know, I thought he didn't have knockout power like that, but yeah, and yeah, he's gonna be a tough dude to beat. And Matt Serra didn't get robbed, people. I think that me personally, I had Hughes winning anyway. Hughes was just, you know, he was doing too much on the ground. He just overwhelmed Serra on the ground. I think Serra definitely had the advantage standing, but yeah, he just overwhelmed him. But either way, I mean, it was a good fight. It was a good event in general. Uh, let's see, TNA. Haven't really been watching it. I heard they got Victoria, and I think that's pretty cool. And Elijah Burke out here, that's pretty cool also. Uh, Shane Douglas, I've always been a big franchise fan, but I don't know, if this is a good idea for him to be back in like I heard something about him wrestling or something like that. Like, that's not a good idea. Raven's back, even though I just saw him like 2 weeks ago at a little indie show, but whatever. um, let's see. What else did I want? Oh yeah, UFC Undisputed, UFC 2009 Undisputed. I have to say that this game has its share of technical problems. There's a couple of times where you throw punches and they don't seem like they connect, but they connect anyway. And the learning curve on this game is crazy. Like, I've been just going at this game since I've got it. And I have it for PS3. Add me, Nightmare Baller 1, same name. And I've been going at this game like crazy, and I still don't have everything down that you're supposed to do. But my brother is an assassin at this game. I mean, he's a killer. I mean, but I can't really. I'm not that good. I have to be honest. Let's see, and just gaming in general this year. I know I usually don't talk about video games or whatever, but everybody's talking about everything that relates to wrestling and MMA. Everybody, get scared of that. So let me just give my random thoughts on some shit. Xbox fans, you're in for a treat. I haven't seen anything about this game coming to PS3 or anything like that, but Metal Gear Rising, Metal Gear Solid Rising, starring Raiden. Yeah, like they had a 37-second trailer at E3, and that was enough. That was enough to have me excited. Like, yo, if that game is an Xbox 360 exclusive, I will buy an Xbox 360 to get that game. Because if y'all know me, y'all know I think Metal Gear Solid 4 is one of the best games ever made. In my opinion, a perfect game. A lot of people say that, there's a lot of, there's too many cinematics in it or whatever. But if you play any Metal Gear, you know that that's the type of game it is. It's not for everybody, but it does what, it is. If you like those type of games, there's no reason you shouldn't like Metal Gear. The story's incredible. The graphics are incredible. Everything's great about it. But anyway, let's see. UFC Undisputed. Oh yeah, another problem I had with Undisputed. Like, the rates on there, like, some of the rates are really fucking off. Like, Forrest Griffin is like in the 90s, but, Rich Franklin is like almost 90, like 89, and Dan Henderson's like 89, but Forrest Griffin is in the 90s. And, who's another dude that's too low? Nate Marquardt, I think he's too low. His rate's like 87, which ain't bad, but, still, and it's a lot of people that just rates are way too high on there. Like Anderson Silva and George St. Pierre both for 94. Like, that's to be expected. But Yeah, like it's weird. Like I don't get it. I don't get it at all. And the career mode on there, I have a problem with too. Like the career mode, you start out, you have a fight, you win the fight. Well, I've never lost a fight, so I don't know what happens if you lose it. But you win the fight and then you start training or whatever. Then you get on the fight night undercard, and then you get on the main card. Then UFC pay-per-view undercards, then the main card, then title fights or whatever. My problem is this: they throw you against the great opponents too quick. Like you don't really have a chance to develop. My guy was like, what, like 50? His overall was like 55, and they threw me in there. What was I? I was at I think I was at 155. And like they threw me in there against Roger Huerta, like my sixth fight. You know what I mean? Like I got my ass handed to me. You know what I mean? It's not. They gotta work on that. I'm sorry. That's just nuts. Oh yeah, quick wrestling thought. Extreme Rules is coming up. I will admit that this card actually does look decent. We got this. What we got? We got the ladder match with Edge and Jeff Hardy. There's no reason for that match not to be good, unless they're both just really off. That's the only way that match is not going to be good. Besides that, it should be a spectacle. Let's see. The cage match with Batista and Randy Orton. Okay, 10 minutes, blood, run-ins. That's all they need. It won't happen like that. I already know what they're going to do. They're just going to have a regular match, and the cage is going to be there for no earthly reason. Alright, we got John Cena in the Big Show. That match was crap at the last pay-per-views. I don't expect this one to be too much better. The strap match between Umaga, I think it's a strap match, Samoan strap match or something like that, between Umaga and CM Punk. That shit should be hot, because I liked the last match at the last show. But this should be really good. Let's see. Anything else I just can't remember right now, or it's not. Oh yeah, not Edge. Chris Jericho and Rey Mysterio, no holds barred. That should be good. So all in all, some matches I'm looking forward to on it. I don't expect it to be a great pay-per-view by no stretch of the imagination, but the main event should be Jeff Hardy and Edge, and that will deliver. I can guarantee you that will deliver. Jeff Hardy will do something nuts, and everybody will be going crazy about it. Like when he jumped off the Raw set and people just went haywire. But let's see. I saw King of Trios. Well, actually, I just got done watching King of Trios, and I will say that it has nothing on last year's, but it's still a very good show. Well, I can't say it has nothing on last year's. It's just not as good as last year's, but it's a very good show. I think the 07 and 08 are going to be really hard to top. I don't think Chikara's ever going to top King of Trios 07 and King of Trios 08. That's going to be really hard. And I think that covers everything. I talked about Metal Gear. I don't write shit down, y'all. Y'all know this. Oh, By the Relapse. It's a great album. I'm glad Eminem's back. Yeah, I told you this is going to be random. I don't always talk about wrestling or MMA. It's not all I think about. I like, girls. Well, I can't say girls since, I'm 20. Women, video games, and, wrestling, MMA, of course, and pizza. My calling in life. But yeah, The Relapse is a great album. I would definitely say that. This is my problem. A lot of people are saying, "Oh, he's going overboard and he's talking too much about, his family, and he's pushing the envelope a little too hard." Anybody that heard the Marshall Mathers LP or the Slim Shady LP, how can you say he's pushing the envelope too far? He talked about a lot more weirder shit on those two albums. You know what I mean? To me, in my opinion, I think the Marshall Mathers LP, as much as I love that, I think a lot of people overrate that album. Like, aside from Stan and aside from Stan, what song really on there, is memorable, that stands the test of time, that 20 years from now you can cut on and then you'll love? Just a thought. But anyway, run out of time. Holla at y'all.